Hi, I'm here in Custodies in Ennis. My name is Florence Fahy. I'm from a little village in North County Clare called Newquay, right beside Bell Harbour. I just released a new CD called Tunes from the Flaggy Shore, and I'm going to play a set of reels. It's the first track on the album. And the set of reels are The Trip to Birmingham, The Fairhead Boy, and The Fox on the Prowl. Right?
Lovely. Well done. Are you proud of her, Mrs. Fahy?
I am indeed.
Well done. Florence, listen, great to have you here today.
Thanks, million.
There's a special concertina there. Will you tell us a story about it? Because
There
there's a lovely
is,
connection
yeah.
to your
I have,
father.
This is the only concertina I've played since I started playing concertina. It's a very old wheatstone that my father bought in London when he was 20. My dad's like 82 now. So he bought it like 62 years ago in London. Yeah.
God. Did he spend much time over there, Florence?
He did. He used to go over to London working.
Right.
He had uncles over there. And I guess it was the only way to make money at the time. So
Sure.
his first 6 weeks working there, he earned, I think it was £21. And he went and he bought the concertina with it.
My God, from the factory or from the workshop?
Yeah, he did. He went to Wheatstone himself, the little shop there in London.
Right.
and he went in and he saw it and he fell in love with it, and that was it, I
Lovely.
suppose.
Okay.
And he plays a crab himself.
Yeah.
It's a wheatstone crab mix he has.
Sure.
But I suppose when I started playing, he gave me the better
It was
one,
meant
so
for
to
you,
speak,
okay.
he said. So I played it. You know, I love it, and it's funny when I try and play other concertinas, they always feel a bit foreign.
Right.
I think it's because I've been playing this one for so long, and they don't sound as sweet as this one.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's very, very old. I mean, it's not had that much work done, but maybe a new bellows we put in it a good few years ago. But apart from that, it's pretty much
lovely
the original.
connection. Lovely connection.
Yeah, so it's very sentimental, yeah.
Great. And we wish your father quick recovery from a little illness he had, during the Fleadh here. Your contemporaries growing up in concertina, there was elevated company because you were a lovely kind of a very gifted little bunch of concertina players from around the county.
Yeah, there was a great few of us all together. I suppose Lorraine O'Brien would have been Wani Del Fox, Pádraig Rinn, Hugh Healy. They were all
that's elevated company.
There was a whole gang of us there at the same time. Yeah, so there was great, competition between us all and good friendship as well.
Sure.
So, and we're still great friends, you know. So,
brilliant, and you've met them here at the Fleadh. It's your first time home in a few years, is it?
I haven't been at a Fleadh in years, I'd say, since I was competing myself.
Right.
Yeah. Just because I don't live, I'm living in Boston now, in the US, so sometimes it's not always the perfect time when the Fleadh is on to come home, or it's far away from here, so it's not always easy. I have a 3-year-old little girl now as well.
Oh, wow, oh God, okay.
Yeah, so sometimes it's not easy, you know, in planning, but hopefully, you know, it was a great Fleadh in Ennis this year. I had a couple of students from America competing in the concertina.
Who were they now, as a matter of interest?
Niamh McGillicuddy was in the under 12s, and then I had Brianna Brown in the under 15 concertina.
Do you see much of a contrast in style or even in ability or level of ability between what you see here and abroad in Boston?
And I think, you know, I mean, what's great about the young people, you know, they have a great resource really in Boston in particular, because there's a lot of Irish people that are playing Irish music out there, and so they've got great access to good teachers. But at the same time, there's always going to be, I think, a little bit of a gap between it, just because they're not immersed in it as much as the Irish kids are. And so we're kind of trying to reinforce that, you know, you have to encourage them to go to sessions and, you know, get into the social aspect of it more so than just the learning and, you know, the competition side of it and that. So it's just, I suppose, you know, the Irish kids are more, embrace that a little bit more than what the American kids would. But they work hard, and you know, a lot of them come from Irish backgrounds. You know, they have parents and they've been here and they visit here, their cousins and stuff. And they loved it. They had a ball when they were here. So
good.
Hopefully, you know, we're trying to keep it alive over on that side as well.
Brilliant.
So yeah,
and
it's great to see them come.
Would you see yourself as you're a torchbearer for Irish music in Boston? I mean, you're teaching all over the country. Yeah. Massive country, like, I mean, you know, it must be impossible to go from.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised where they come out of, like, really. And the concertina is just elevated in popularity. And mostly I see, you know, a lot of young kids playing, but a lot of retired people that have decided, you know, they might have left it down and now they have time to learn it. And, you know, they buy these really great concertinas and they just really want to learn it, you know. But they're from all over. I have them in California, Seattle, Texas,
and this is via Skype now, not Skype, physically travelling there.
Yeah, New Jersey, Atlanta, you name it. Florida, everywhere, you know.
Okay.
And but it's great to see, you know, that it's so popular. You know, one question I always ask them is, I'm like, why the concertina, or where did you hear it? And they're like, well, you know, we were just in a session and we heard this beautiful sound, and I decided that was it. Or they might have tried the accordion and decided the concertina might be a bit easier, and that's when I laugh and I say, well, you know, none of them are any easier, you know. It's really just but it's, you know, it's very popular over there, and in particular the style, I suppose I like to promote the Clare style of playing, you know. Just that region where I'm from, that niche with the dronies there, we have a little dynasty up there, I suppose you could call it.
Yeah, and, a lovely little pocket of richness.
Exactly, yeah. And Gary O'Brien is up there as well. That's where I recorded the album.
Sure.
He's a lovely little recording studio there, but he's just a great musician as well. And So we have great fun really. Dad and him go way back for years.
Lovely,
In the 70s
lovely.
they used to play together.
I know.
And
sorry, when you're in Boston now, you have a lovely, rich kind of a cabal of musicians you play with.
I do. I'm great friends with Kathleen Keneally, who's a lovely whistle player.
Right.
Sean Classy from Limerick, great fiddle player. John Gannon runs a local session there.
Brilliant.
In the Burren. Tommy McCarthy's there, Louise Costello.
Oh God.
And so great bunches of musicians like are always coming through, so you're never short for a good session there anyways,
Great.
you know.
But you can't beat New Quay or Bell Harbour.
Yeah, there's always, you know, even though we're all over there, we're like, yeah, you know, we can't wait to get back for a session at home either, so.
Okay.
But it's great, you know.
Okay, Florence, listen, thanks a lot
thanks for having me.
For meeting us the day before you return to Boston.
Yes, I know.
So thanks for making time. Okay, and best of luck with the new album.
Thanks a million, John.